We got one question from Peter. Peter from Tennessee.
Hey, Peter, what do
Peter,
you,
Peter wants to know, who is your favorite player to watch with their shirt off?
ooh, that's easy. I like to see Harrison Butker.
Harrison Butker is sexy without a shirt.
He's a sexy man with a big leg.
I love you, Butker.
Was this close enough? Oh. Hey, we
Is this thing
recorded
on?
too.
All right, guys, welcome back to All Chiefed Up. Today we're going to be taking your questions about camp and hopefully giving you some good answers on that. Mike, I'm going to go ahead and get us kicked off here. Got a good question from Cheryl in Kansas. She says, hey, not to sound ignorant, but what all does camp actually entail for the players? First of all, Cheryl, you don't have to sound ignorant. There's no bad questions. That's a really good question, actually. So, Mike, what do you know about camp?
Camp. All these players are going to come in. They're gonna be cohesive. They're gonna learn this playbook. They're gonna get reps in for the young guys. They're gonna get reps in for the old guys. They're gonna get in football shape. They're gonna run a little bit. They're gonna sweat a little bit. They're gonna have a lot of fun. It's a crazy time. It's fun time. I'm sure the city of St. Joe's is going to be like kicking. They're going to have days off. They're going to get to go out and eat. They're going to get to like team bond a little bit. It's just a fun time. Like, this is where the team builds itself, and this is how the team comes together, and they learn the playbook and they learn to play as a team, and it's just a good time. It's just going to be about a month of craziness.
Yeah, I
That's what it
mean,
is.
we got a lot of new players on the team this year, and this is a time when they really get to first come together and spend a lot of time with each other. A lot of them's getting to know each other personally and on the field. So, I mean, it's just really it's just a good start to the season. Hey, guys, get together, get to know each other, get to know these plays, and let's do this thing. So, yeah, that's pretty much what camp entails.
Okay. I got a question from Larry from Tennessee. He says, if Justyn Ross misses more than 1 to 2 weeks of camp, do you think the Chiefs put him on the practice squad or they use the IR?
I think the IR could be used depending on how bad that injury is, but I'm just kind of judging off of what we know from it. I think that he went into that boot, which means he probably had that surgery sometime right after OTAs. Now, Andy Reid seemed to think that he might be able to come back and practice before camp's over. So he didn't exactly say that, but he sort of hinted to it. He just said, hey, Justin's in a booty head surgery on his foot, and he obviously won't be able to practice at the beginning of camp. So he left it open that he could come back. So, I mean, I have another question. Jared from Ohio actually asked, do you think Justyn Ross plays at all this season? And it goes right along with that. I think there's a 50-50 chance. Justyn Ross does have that bad history with injuries. We know that he's got something going on with his foot. We know that something was lingering for him to have a surgery on his foot. So yeah, there's a chance he don't see the field, but there's also a chance he does get out there. So just to answer both of those, I think it's 50-50 shot, and I think that the IR is definitely in play. Wouldn't you say, Mike?
Yeah, I think so too. Mike from Ohio says, can you explain the new rules of the practice squad this season? And this kind of goes right in with that as well. There's 16 players you can have on the practice squad this year. 6 of them can be veterans. So that means you get to put 10 rookies on. So yes, if Justyn Ross was to go to the 53 or not make the 53 man and go to the practice squad, he can be poached by another team, but they have to elevate him to their 53 man roster instantly. They can't just put him on their practice squad. Other than that, he can go on IR and set on the 53 man roster. They can bring him to the 53 man and go back and forth. You can do that twice this year. You got to miss 4 games on IR. If you go on IR, you got to miss 4. You're eligible to come back, and you can be injured, go back twice. You can do it twice. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. I don't know what they'll do with Justyn Ross. I don't think if he misses a lot of camp, I don't think he gets a 53 man roster spot. I don't see how you can, especially if Justin Watson was to come on like we think he is. But other than that, I mean, that's simple thing. It's just all going to depend on how well he can get back and what he can learn in that amount of time.
All right, cool. I got a question. Pete from Florida. He wants to know, who do you guys think is going to be the big hype at camp this year? Who's going to be the Noah Gray? Who's going to be the Byron Pringle? Who's going to be the person that everybody is just enamored with during camp? Mike, I'm going to go ahead and shoot a name out there, and I think you're going to agree with me. Isiah Pacheco.
Oh yeah, agree, 100%.
All right, cool. Yeah, why do you think so?
I think Pacheco because I think he's going to have those flashy plays. You're going to see him catch the ball out of the backfield and make some guys miss, and he's going to show his quickness and his burst and his vision, and then you're going to see him play a lot in the preseason games, and there's going to be a lot of Chiefs Kingdom being like, hey, we need to get rid of Clyde and let
Right.
Pacheco. But it's that kind of thing. And then my other name I would probably have is Justyn Watson again. He's getting a lot of hype already. If Justyn Ross misses time, that gives him more time to be on the field and make those plays. Patrick's already alluded to the fact that he's fast. He could have some flashy plays in camp and keep his name right up in the mix to getting on that 53 man.
Right. I think it's Pacheco all the way. He's kept himself in really good shape. He's ready to play. He put out some videos earlier, maybe today or yesterday. I mean, he looks great. Just absolutely ripped. I think a lot of people don't dig into old footage and stuff, so they haven't really seen Pacheco in action. And I think he's going to take a lot of them by surprise because he's super fast. He runs a 4.340. He's a physical specimen. The dude is absolutely ripped. I think when they see him out there and they see his speed and his athletic ability, I think that he's going to be the talk of the camp for sure.
Claire from Missouri asked, can you guys please explain what PFF means? I keep seeing that thrown around.
All right.
Steve, you can take that one.
PFF's Pro Football Focus. It's a website. It's a group of guys that have, dove into analytics and they look at stats all the time and they come up with these formulas and they will grade a player over their performance of the year or what have you. So, like last season, say Orlando Brown, I think he had like a 78 PFF score, 78 point something, just something along those lines. But anyway, that's kind of how that works. You'll notice that a lot of Chiefs Kingdom puts a lot of stock in these PFF scores. They judge everything by a PFF score. I would suggest you not do that. It is not a soundproof formula that's going to show you who's the best player at what because of their PFF score. Just for example, Travis Kelce's PFF score does not have him in the top 3 tight ends, and Patrick Mahomes is considered an average quarterback by his PFF score. So he's in the same tier of quarterbacks as, say, Kirk Cousins or somebody like that. So, I mean, that right there shows you there's a lot of flaws in that formula.
Right. And back to Kelsey's PFF. Again, he was only rated 1 point higher than Kyle Pitts last year, a rookie who had nowhere near the season Travis Kelce had. Kelce had one of his best seasons with the Chiefs last year, and he was 1 PFF point higher, I think. So can't put a lot of stock into it. It's a good thing to kind of look at, but you can't like base all of your thoughts around it. It's just not foolproof.
It definitely does not tell you who the better player is if you just look at PFF scores. That's for sure.
Agreed.
All right. Jono from Atlanta, he asked, hey, can you guys tell Pat to hurry up and drop those reds? Those things are fire. So, assuming he's talking about those red Adidas kicks that Mahomes is sporting at camp today. So, it's a signature shoe. They're red and white, mostly red. I think it's got the white stripes and accents on it. It's a signature shoe, but it's not out yet. Pat, hey, drop the reds, man.
Drop the reds already.
I would get them. They look pretty cool. Like I would wear them.
Yeah, I'm sure now that inflation's hit, they're going to be over $400. But
Probably.
other than that, yeah, I think I dropped like 160 on his last ones, the one with the little zebra and the little rainbow accents. I haven't even took them out of the box yet. I can't afford to because if they get dirty, I'm going to have to mortgage the house. But other than that, yeah, they're sweet shoes. So go ahead and drop those reds. I need to go see a picture. Steve, throw a picture up for everybody to see because I haven't even got to see them yet. But
I'll find one. I'll find one.
Okay, good deal. Kevin from Missouri asked, do you guys plan on coming to training camp this year? Yes, we do. I think we're going to be there around August the 18th through the 20th. We're going to try to catch the last practice of the season, and we're going to try to catch the preseason game against the Washington Commanders. I hate that name, but the Washington Commanders.
Right. So barring any kind of, change of plans, that's kind of what's on the agenda right now. We'll keep you updated here on YouTube. Also, we'll post on Twitter and stuff. So if you guys want to meet us, you want to talk, you want to hang out, you want to do whatever, hit us up when we're down there, man. We don't bite.
Yeah, we'll probably be walking around. I'll probably get some I might get these little stickers here if you can see it. may have some of those in my pocket. So if you want one, let me know. But yeah, we're going to eat some barbecue and we're going to have a good time in KC for a few days and watch a preseason game, watch some practice. So.
All right, guys, thanks for sending your questions. Hopefully we gave you some good answers here. Make sure to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 before the season starts. We're about 300 plus away. Make sure that you hit the bell. That way you get notifications when we come out with new content. Be the first to jump down in the comments. Let's have some good football conversation. But yeah, share the videos, share the channel with your friends. Let's get more people over this way.
Just subscribe. Hurry up and get us to 1,000. We're trying to give away an all chiefed up mystery box. And we're going to send something to you guys that's crazy probably. But yeah, as soon as we get to 1,000, so go ahead and share it with like your family, your friends, harass people on Twitter. I don't know what you do, but just get people subscribing to this channel.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us today, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya.
There goes a sight from my soul.